Good morning, Modern Steaders. It's a nice brisk 38 degrees out this morning. It's the day after all the pig harvesting is done. It's definitely a bittersweet day on the homestead. I think I smell a little bit of a skunk. That's not good, ladies. Was the skunk visiting the coop last night? I hope not. It's not a strong smell of skunk, but I got a slight smell, so hopefully we're not having skunks on the homestead again. It's definitely a bittersweet time on the homestead because, you hear that? We don't hear the pigs. It's quiet. They're one of my favorite animals on the homestead. And now they're not there, but we have a bunch of delicious food in our freezer. And today we need to grind up all of our offcuts and make sausage and ground pork. Oh, our favorite. So good. I'm bringing you guys along for that journey with us. But first, we need to do our morning chores.
Come on, Figaro. There won't be any pig grain for you this morning. I'm sorry.
I can't tell if I keep smelling a little bit of skunk or not. I definitely got something tickling my nostrils, but it's not very strong. So I don't know if we just had a skunk walking through or if one got ran over down the road and we're just getting a little smell of it over here. There you go.
Morning.
He doesn't only come to you, he meows too.
He's meowing at you for lovin's.
Yep.
I did see more mouse turds
You did?
over here.
Oh, are you sure it's not stuck over?
Let's get the trap set up.
I put my little bags out.
Yeah, we got our little Grandpa Gus's mouse pouches that a viewer sent up.
That's
In
probably
the
not
milking
spot,
room.
but
Yeah,
I'll
looks
put it-
pretty.
Come on. Hey, bring my broom, Buttercup. I gotta bring a broom down.
Yeah. Are you ready, girls? Today you get your goat balls for deworming.
You're making a mess of your home. What about you, Miss Ivy? Ooh, Miss Blossom does not want her worm ball. She's gonna run away. Ready? We're gonna have to do it tonight, probably. Come here. Look. You want that? Oh, good girl. Good girl. Yes. We just got the boys left. Usually they don't all take their dewormer balls that easily. It's a good day when they do. Usually you gotta fight one or two of them to take them. The boys, on the other hand, I'm gonna jinx myself probably today, but the boys, on the other hand, they love theirs.
Pretty little man. Mmm, delicious.
I know. I want to get working on the barn garage again too. It's so close to being done. We gotta finish up harvesting the pigs, getting all the food and everything taken care of, and then we'll jump back on the build. We're close, so close. With all the busyness going on, I forgot to go out and get the spices we're gonna need to make our sausage this morning. So I'm gonna run to town and get all the spices we need, and then I'll be right back. It'll be a jiffy for you guys. You're not even gonna notice that I'm gone. And I'm back. All right, today we get to grind some meat and make some delicious sausage. We use a Cabela's Carnivore 22 meat grinder.
first thing we're going to grind up today is our leaf lard. We're not going to render it today, but if we grind it and have it all in small bits, when we go to render it, it'll render down a lot quicker. So we're going to do it in 2 batches. The reason why I really like this meat grinder is it's got a big throat, so we can just put big stuff in it like our lard, just like this. The reason I did the lard first is this way we don't get to clean our throat if we get some of the lard fat in our sausage. It'll make it taste more delicious, and if I got sausage in our lard, we wouldn't want that. Alright, I'm gonna bag this up.
Here you go. Oh, it's so funny. It looks like Play-Doh.
Like noodles. Lard noodles. Then we're just gonna stick this in the freezer and we'll freeze it until we're ready to render it. Alright, probably the other press in the other bag. We have 2 big totes of chunked up pork meat. We're gonna weigh them and see how much we have in each one. So I'm just gonna tear out the weight of our tub, which is 1.8 pounds. And we'll see how much this first batch weighs. 48.4 pounds. I'll have to write that down. We don't need to know the weights when we go to make our recipe for the sausage. We know how much spices to put in. And because of this meat grinder and how good it works, we're able to leave our chunks nice and big. And these will fit right in and grind up nicely. $9:20 when we start. That's not even gonna take 5 minutes, I guess. That took 4 minutes. If I was faster at putting the meat in, it would have taken even less time. It just blows my mind how fast this meat grinder works. Alright, now I'm gonna go get the other meat lug and we'll see how much pork that has in it. This one weighs, 44 pounds even. So now we're gonna do a second grind. It's gonna be a finer grind. It'll come out smoother. We're gonna do one tote, and that's just gonna be ground pork. We'll take some of that and we'll season it a little bit to make sure we have our spices right for our breakfast sausage. Fry it up, try a patty if we like it. We'll add the spices to our big tote and mix it all up, which is not the fun part because you get cold hands. And then we can stop bagging everything up. The fun part's testing out the recipe. So they make two different discs for grinding. This is the coarse one. We like to run it through this one first to make sure we get any of the big stuff ground up. Some people just do the fine disc and they don't do the first coarse one because the second grind takes a little bit longer because you have to push the meat through. There's nothing to pull it through, where when it's chunks of meat, if it grabs it, it'll pull it through. So this is our coarse disc. And this is our fine disc. So when you're grinding it with the coarse disc, you end up with bigger chunks like this. And with the fine disc, it's gonna be a lot smoother, so you're gonna have a better sausage consistency. Some people will go right from the beginning with the fine disc. It's just gonna be a lot more work on your meat grinder, and you might not have as nice of a consistency mixed all the way through by doing it that way. We've never tried it. Alright, so we'll do the 44-pound tote into ground pork, and we'll do 48 pounds of breakfast sausage.
Packed some bags and we headed west. Thought that it might be the best thing for us. I was thinking about me and all the things that you leave behind. Family and a peace of mind. I got you. I am gonna love you till the stars go out. Shelter up above you till they all fall down. We ain't got light, we got love. We ain't got light, we got love.
So the first grind took 4 minutes, this one took 12 minutes, so 3 times as long. We'll take about a pound out of this and we'll try our recipe for the breakfast sausage, and then we'll let the rest of this sit in the fridge until we're ready to package it up. Alright, so let's get 1 pound. Perfect. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon of rosemary. No, sorry, this one's sage. Half a teaspoon of sage and half a teaspoon of rosemary. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of onion powder, and half a teaspoon of paprika. Give it a good mix. We've never tried this recipe before. It's a new one for us, so I'm hoping we like it. Usually we just do sage, salt, and maple syrup. Let's get a patty frying up. It smells good. I'm just curious if we're missing some kind of sugar in here. I wonder if we'll have to add some maple syrup to it and give it a little bit of sweetness. We'll find out in a minute. All right, moment of truth. Taste test. That'd be great if we nailed it on the first try. Get it? Nailed it?
Where's the ketchup?
No ketchup on sausage.
What?
How are you gonna taste the seasoning? I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon
1 heaping tablespoon.
of syrup. I'll see how that is. Ooh, got a nice brown to it. Let's see how we did. Smells better.
Looks really hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit more sage.
It is way.
So I have our 48 pounds of ground pork divided in 2. You need a 1/2 cup of salt per side, and plus 2 tablespoons per side. Need a 1/4 cup of pepper. Per side, we have just enough. Now our rosemary.
We're just looking for a sign, 'cause we all want to justify.
We need a 1.5 cups of maple syrup per tote. I know this seems like a lot of spices and syrup, but we have a lot of meat. This now comes the fun part, mixing it all. So that's another reason why we do 2 grinds. When you're seasoning your sausage, you get to regrind it and it reincorporates it all, so it gives it a better mix also.
What you doing to me, my love? Honey, what you doing to me? Come on in and make yourself at home. Honey, what you doing to me? Honey, what you doing with your sweet dark eyes? Honey, what you doing to me? Come on in and make yourself.
I just ran a couple of ice cubes through it to help get out all the meat that's stuck right here in the throat. That is all the grinding we're gonna be doing today. It's a lot of grinding. Grinding's a lot of work. Now we get to fill our bulk bags with loose sausage. Hope this doesn't bring back too bad of backflashes for you with breaking the countertop last year.
It might.
Don't do
It's
it.
right there too.
It is.
Probably can only be repaired once.
Probably. So you can use this stuffer for making sausage links, and you can also use it for filling bulk bags.
It's much easier to do bags.
Yes. Hold on to it.
That's not what happened last time. You gonna link that video?
I can. I'll put a link to that video right here. We were making hot dogs. And then this fell and smashed our kitchen island and broke the island. Alright, watch
Oh
your
wait,
fingers.
yeah. I'll wait for my hand to get out of the
Alright,
way.
hold-
Oh, it's coming, it's coming. No, that must be the one that's stuck back here.
Olivia's pyramid of ground pork.
Yes, it actually works this time.
From harvesting our pigs, we have a 5-gallon bucket, it's kind of noisy, of cutoffs left over that we won't eat, but it makes great chicken feed. So we're gonna bring that out to the chickens today. These chickens smell that, don't you? How many eggs?
25.
25, that'd be nice. They're in hog heaven.
What are you gonna do with
literally.
25 eggs?
You have to sell them. We have a refrigerator full in no time. I'm gonna say 10. 2,
Your broodies aren't broody anymore?
4, 6, 8,
You see the bug in my eye?
10. Not 25. Do you have a bug fly in your eye? That's no fun. I gave Olivia's chickens some pig scraps the other day. Okay, I'm hoping for 7 eggs. Let's find out.
7?
7. Be right back.
How many?
I got 7.
7?
7.
Holy cow.
Holy moly. Did you find any eggs in here?
Nope. Bro, I'm freezing today. Can't get this chill out. Alright, so we're gonna have some breakfast tonight so we can try some of the sausage we just made. And I'm going to make some home fries. These are our potatoes. We do have a few left. I pull them up for special occasions. And I just made some more, the seasoning. It's got a little bit of our salt and then some paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder, equal amounts. And then I just mix it up in a bottle and I'll shake it on the potatoes. Now I'm just gonna pop these in the oven. I have it preheated at 425 and I'm gonna keep them there for probably 30 minutes, but I'll check on them in between. I'm just gonna peel this one and then I'm gonna put it in my food processor with my shredding blade. It's not cheese, buddy. I am going to attempt to make Olivia some hash browns on the stovetop here. Okay, let's give this a try. Maybe they'll be awesome, maybe we won't do them again. Smells so good. But I am going to use some ketchup.
No ketchup.
Ketchup. Ketchup.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light.
So is it just me, or does everybody else put ketchup on their sausages? I think if you want to taste your sausage, you don't put ketchup on it. But leave it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. I really like the breakfast sausage blend we came out with this year. It's good. It's different than what we normally do. We normally just do sage and maple syrup. Do you guys make your own sausage? And if you do, what do you use for spices? I'm kind of curious for making our own sweet Italian as needed. So if you guys have a good recipe for a homemade sweet Italian sausage, leave it in the comments down below or send us an email. We're always looking to try new recipes. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us. You're a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a great time to hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications while you're there. And we'll see you guys right back here in the next video. We'll be making bacon on this one.